So, welcome back to the morning show. Today we are going to be reviewing Deftones' latest single off their upcoming album. The single is called My Mind is a Mountain.
I'm shocked you remembered that. I totally forgot.
We just finished doing a Deftones ranking, so we're all more or less caught up on their discography. I didn't like this song that much.
Yeah, to be clear, for the format, we are just going to go in a circle and we're going to talk about the song. No number rankings because apparently that's some...
We could do one.
No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. No, I don't think it needs a number ranking. In fairness, it is just 2 minutes and 48 seconds of music. And to me, it was 2 minutes, 48 seconds of what... And I could interpret as just another Diamond Eyes song. It just felt like a Diamond Eyes song.
Not
to
even.
me.
Yeah.
Don't insult Diamond Eyes like
Wow.
that.
I'm not. No, I'm saying it was the average Diamond Eyes song.
It kind of felt more like Gore to me a little bit.
That's
That's
exactly
what
how
she
I felt.
said. Yeah, when we were
I
talking
guess
about
I could
it.
see that. I guess maybe more in the vocals I was hearing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was asking her about that the other day, and I was like, oh, like, what album do you think this song would fit on if it wasn't on the new one? And she said Gore, pretty much, with, like, the production side of it. I liked it a moderate amount. I don't know. I really liked it. Like, I liked it. It sounds like an average Deftones song. Like, what you were trying to say, like, with the... Sounds like it could just be... No, it was you saying it's an average Diamond Eyes song? I forget.
Yeah. Yes. Average Diamond Eyes song to me.
Yeah, no, yeah. It could... Sounds like a regular Deftones song to me. I liked it, though.
I feel like it could have been some track that I didn't like enough to put on Gore or Ohms, and now they just kind of...
Well, it definitely doesn't sound like Ohms. That's
Oh,
why
yeah,
I was
no.
kind of leaning in the direction of... But I understand what you mean.
Yeah, like...
And it is the opener for the album, I think, on the track list. So if that's what sets the tone, like the sound for it, then, I'm a little looking forward to it. I'm excited.
Yeah,
Hoping.
I think...
I'm hopeful.
Yeah. I'd say that's the tough thing for me when talking about it, which is why I imagine there's be a shorter video, unless we manage to just pull all the...
Right. Juice
No,
it out.
but, like, to me, it comes off to me as I would think that there should probably be a better way to release a single in my head, right? Like 2 minutes and 48 seconds of a song that really, it was, to me, if you just really boil it down, it was like one section where it's the verse, chorus, but then they did like something special near the end, and then it just kind of ends. I don't know. It just didn't come off to me as I would put Morning Fall. Morning Fall would put a better song, to me at least, as a single.
Yeah.
This doesn't feel very...
For sure.
It doesn't leave much for me to be excited for.
Yeah, it
is
feels a
my
little bit
point.
like ambiguous to me. Like, usually when people put out like a single, it gives you like a really good idea of what you're going to hear for the rest of the album.
Right.
I feel like
Yeah.
I'm not able to pin it down yet, and I think that's why I can't have like a full opinion on it, because I feel like, like a lot of the singles, on their other albums really like sent a message when they came out. But for this one, like, also something about the album cover too. Like, I'm like,
You're
it really
dogging
threw
on
me
the
off.
album cover. I thought it was kind of cool.
I don't know. Like, I don't understand what they're going for yet. And, like, with the single, I was hoping, like, okay, maybe we'll see more of what it's about. But, again, like, it does sound like a lot of what I've heard on Gore. And so I'm really trying to, like, pin it down. But, like, again, like, I feel like we have to wait and see with, like, when the rest of it comes out to really understand what this album is going to be about.
I definitely don't feel comfortable ragging on the album cover just yet, but I see what you mean,
Yeah.
because like at least this song that we have right now, it doesn't fit the vibe yet. It could fit the puzzle piece later.
Yeah.
But right now, there's not a correlation to me.
It's not a bad song. I just felt like it was like overbearingly unremarkable and normal. Like it was we had an intro, we went directly into a verse, we went to a chorus, and then they did the intro again, and they did another verse, another chorus, and then an outro, and it just sounded like if I had to make a Deftones song, I would write that.
Yeah.
And
I can
guess
see that.
what I want, because it is a fine song, I guess I was hoping for more development, like...
It could have been longer, for sure. Like,
Or-
I mean, a part of me wishes it was longer, actually, because I did like some of it. I did like some of like the riffs and the drums and stuff. So it's just like it could have been a little longer. Or at least something about the outro. Like you hear a little bit of something. Like they could have transitioned into like maybe a completely different kind of song, or just extended that a little.
Yeah, not to interrupt you, because I think you had more to say, but that's exactly where I'm at with it, where it feels like it could have been done with like another minute, I would even say minute 30 of like an extended section. Because when he started really like, I only just now listened to the song, by the way. I got, this is like first 10 minutes afterwards, listening to it for the first time. But when he really kind of ascended, when the song hit that bridge section, I guess, right? About that time, I was like, oh man, where's this gonna go? I was but then I remember the time limit, and then that's when the song ended. Like they just did the intro again, and yeah, to me it would be like, I feel like the song would kind of instantly hit another tier if they added a new section and just kind of really wrote on it for a little bit.
Yeah.
Call me progressive, I guess, for wanting a bridge in my song.
Also, I guess maybe I should listen to the song more, but I would have liked more variation from verse to chorus. Because, like, the verse is literally, I think, all zeros. What's that guy's name? Stephen Carpenter? The guitarist?
Yes.
All zeros there with some chords, and then the chorus is chords, and then, I don't know, it just felt like, I like for a song to have, like, if a verse is really closed and intricate and, like, very pushing, then the chorus should be the yin to that yang. We should open up, because all the energy that we were building in the verse should go somewhere.
Right. It makes it interesting. And a lot of the songs that I love, like you were saying, if the verse is a little quieter, you have that build up in like a pre-chorus or something, and then you get really big in the chorus, and then you drop it back down. It was kind of just the same kind of thing throughout, I will say. Like I can agree on that for sure. Like they could have done a little more with that.
I want Deftones to do more. Like, if we can recognize how much they're capable of changing their sound and developing it forward and progressing, we know they can do that because they came out with Adrenaline, and then, 2 albums later they have a White Pony. That is unprecedented band growth. Where is that, guys? Where is that?
Well, and again, that's where just to reiterate, it is only 2 minutes and 48 seconds. But I hope I'm very wrong about that. I hope we're very wrong about the album.
Yeah, I'm still excited about it.
Oh, totally.
As a
and
project.
again, I'm a bit curious why they chose to put an opener out, because I also feel like that might be why it's a bit shorter and a little bit less, because we're transitioning into the album. It might just be bang, first song, right? Like it might be a whole story, we progress through something, right? But I'm curious, do most metal bands use openers for singles, or is that a thing?
I don't.
I think we planned on it.
Well, we planned on it, but things changed.
No, I feel like Cold. Maybe we'll cut this part out for spoilers, but I feel like Cold is. I guess if they see the live shows, they're familiar with these songs. I would like to release a Savage Wood first.
Yes.
That tells people, hey, we're a metal band. We have this intricate, tech deathy, not even tech death, but groove metal kind of stuff, and it's real sad. And this is a song. This is a song. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other side of the album, with songs like Dark Skies and December, is this very slow, doom almost element, which Cold provides. It tells, hey, this is the other side of this sound. This is the band. And then
that's why my main point was, what's the first single, I wouldn't make Cold the first single. I'd make something else. But I understand.
But
anyway,
what would you guys want from the rest of this album? What would you wish they had done?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm just hoping for more substance, and also something more heavy. And honestly, that could be just a bias. But I feel I think with Ohms, that album, don't flame me for this, but it really disappointed a lot of people. I think I'm just afraid progressively, Deftones is gonna go more I don't know the word to use, modern, if that makes sense. And I really
stop taking more risks.
Yeah, I feel like Deftones took a lot of risks, and I feel like they set the tone for a lot of even new bands that came out around the time when they did. And I feel maybe there's just some nostalgia I have with that, but I feel like they're very much entering a new, I guess I don't want to say watered down, but it's less heavy. And I kind of want to see some more of that old school heaviness that they really used to have. I feel like a lot of their charm came from that.
Yeah.
I think anyone who is into metal is faced with the relentless truth that a lot of bands are going to start out really heavy and then slowly change their sound for whatever reason. I don't mind that. Like Gojira went from like death metal band to playing like this atmospheric rock metal kind of thing.
They went from good music to.
But like
Eh.
it's different. It's still a progression. Like they're not doing it for some benign reason like, oh, I just want to make more money. It's clearly that like they got bored with the sound that they had and they wanted to try some new stuff. We got this side of Deftones. I want to see like growth, I guess.
I mean, I'll say I think Deftones more than any other band more than a lot of other bands has at least been different every other album. And for me, it hasn't been a flat line of like heavy to not heavy. Slipknot, flat line. Heavy, not heavy anymore, and it just went down and down and down. You know what I mean? At least Deftones, I would consider Diamond Eyes to be a fairly heavy album,
Yeah,
at least in some
absolutely,
sections, right? And that was pretty recent. So at least it kind of goes up and down. But yeah, I'll say I hope I don't hear it in this song, but I agree. I would like a little bit more heaviness. And you know what? If they want to go in the prog direction, then you know that's then this is Deftones for me. Just make it more. Don't make it 2 minutes and 48 seconds. That's
Yeah,
all.
like
Right.
this isn't. If Deftones, what seems to have been the case usually is that when they go lighter, they'll also go proggier. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. Not to say that I don't like music that's just light and vibes, because I love a lot of that stuff. It just feels like they went lighter, but they didn't escalate in another direction. They just pulled off the gas.
Yeah.
But
I think they just played it safe with this song. I think that's a really good way to put it, is like when you listen to it, it sounds like a Deftones song. Honestly, like you were saying, like if you were to just, I want to write a Deftones song, that's kind of the vibe. Like it sounds like, okay, this is Deftones. But, you know, where's the rest of that? Like, okay, they're doing a little more like experimentational kind of thing. But like, yeah, it feels just like a safe single to put out.
See, I feel like though, if you're a band as big as Deftones, why are you playing it safe? Like, what motivation do you have to do that?
That's always my
True.
thing. Yeah, yeah.
What do you guys think about the production?
I think it was nice.
Yeah, I think it was
sounded
good.
very clean to
I
me.
had no issue with it.
Oh, it's not personality enough. I'm Ashton. There's
I
not
think
enough
the snare
personality.
sounded like shit a little bit.
They should have lowered the production.
No,
They
the
should have
produ-
played
like-
into a shitty amp, and then
It's okay.
it sounded fine. It sounded pretty good. I'll say that they're. Go ahead.
I don't know. All the production was fine except for the snare. It sounded like really thin and like tinny, and there's a reverb on it that sounds like it's been EQ'd to just the worst fucking frequencies.
I think I need to listen to it in headphones.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably more.
I noticed that the first time I listened to it, and then I heard it a few times just like on the internet, and it sounded better. I thought I was like freaking out, but no, we heard it again, and it just, I don't know, maybe it's a creative choice for this song. I hope the rest of the album doesn't sound the same exact way, but the rest of the production I liked. With Deftones, the idea of good production doesn't really apply in the same way that I feel like it does with a lot of bands, because most metal bands or like even rock bands, the guitars are supposed to be like tight and heavy. Like that's what is there. But especially with this song, Deftones isn't really doing that. They want something big and floaty and ethereal. So that the definitions of good are changed to a more shoegazy definition, to where it's like, you know, maybe you can't distinguish every note, but it's super vibey. So it's good because of that, not because you can tell what's going on.
I have a bassist message. You said this is a new bassist. Did they
Yes.
have okay? So they officially have a new bassist.
Yes, this is the first album with him on it. I'm pretty sure.
You need to do more. No, again, this song didn't call for much new bass, so I'm not judging yet. But I honestly do think he has shoes to fill, to me at least.
I was thinking about that when we were listening to it a few minutes ago. I was trying to find the bass, and I was trying to figure out, okay, what are they kind of doing? What's their riff or their progression? It was kind of just buried in there.
Nope, it was and the thing with, because I would even argue Diamond Eyes kind of does that, where you can definitely hear the bass, but the guitars are so, I wouldn't say bassy, but like, as you said, right, it's heavy.
Yeah.
You know, they're going for a sound where, at least in Diamond Eyes' case, you know, you kind of have to focus to listen to bass. At least for me, you do. But the bassist was doing some special stuff with that. He kind of played around, at least in this song. And again, I'm not judging just yet, but he just played the notes and do more.
Yeah.
Do
Maybe
more.
it's just that the guitar was taking up a lot of that like mids to highs a little bit. Maybe not leaving a lot of space for the low end for like a bass to come in really or be very audible. But yeah, they were kind of just sticking to they were playing it safe. I don't know. Yeah.
Don't play it safe. I beg you. You're in a lineage now. You're the
Absolutely.
third in your line.
Yeah.
I think in general, the song is good. Like if this was their first album, I'd be like blown away. Like, dude, these guys are like ahead of the curve. This is some good shit.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's their like 10th, and it's
Yeah. I'd say fans would expect a little
yeah.
more.
It's like
at
it's
this
okay.
point.
It's like fine. I just wanted maybe it's my fault for expecting something that wasn't.
Stop.
All right. All right.
I'll say this. In case this isn't obvious enough. I'm glad Chi. Sorry, I'm still thinking about I'm still thinking about him. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
No, I'm glad Chino still sounds good. You
Oh
know?
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
He's like 70.
Sounds good and looks good.
And the
Isn't
fact
he like
that-
57?
Yeah, he's like
We
he's
searched it
50-something.
up.
But also the fact that he messed up his vocal cords. I think in self-titled, he's able to really come back from that. Also with his
Yeah.
performances as well. Going to the Deftones concert in 2022, I was almost scared. I was like, is this gonna disappoint me? Is he gonna sound like shit? But actually, he sounded really really good, and he seems
Yeah.
and he's healthy in like lots of ways. So yeah, I was I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him.
Good. Yeah. No. I hope many other bands at their age would be in a worse position.
Oh yeah.
So we may be critical, but I mean, they're doing pretty good for themselves, and Chino still sounds good, and that's
I'm
something
still
to
looking
be proud
forward
of.
to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's.
I have a fun thought to add to the end of this video because we will be listening to this album, right, and putting it on the channel. That would be
yeah.
fun.
I don't know
Yes.
if you guys will be here for that.
Wait,
Because
when's the release?
It's like August 22nd.
That's the day I leave.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
when we review the album, it'll mostly just be Trenton and I dog walking this album because we're not big Deftones heads. I mean,
That's-
we like it.
Let's give it a chance.
Yeah.
What if it sounds
No,
just like
I was joking. I don't think we're gonna be mean to it. I hope that it's very good.
No, let's roll in a little Rolly TV and have Ali and Amara be like
No.
pop up on screen and be
Yeah.
like, we thought it was great. Yeah. No, we'll do something fun. I would like to play a little game though. Do we have any? Let's play like fucking Deftones bingo. Do you have any predictions and anything that you'd like to guess that might be on here, like secret song, Chino moans section?
I think Ashton would like that a lot.
Like anything, any little bingo thing you could guess that you want to see on here, or maybe you don't want to see, you just want to guess they will be.
It's probably more electronic shit. I don't know. Judging by
That's a good one.
the
actually.
albums, the track list, these lowercase like abbreviate get this shit out of my
No, the
music.
track
titles.
Get this modern,
That's what I'm saying.
reject modernity, embrace tradition. I like some like modern lingo in my like indie when I'm listening to like teen suicide and stuff. I don't mind it there. I want to pretend like everything is okay, and I don't want to acknowledge the brain rot culture that I inhabit on the internet on my Deftones album. Come on, guys, use some capitalization. Fucking 50 years old, talking about some lowercase, like, dude, whatever.
lowercase. I'm sad. Yeah. Do I have anything over here yet?
I don't know. I feel like obviously Chino moaning on the album is like a given. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
every album.
That's like the center square on the bingo card.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, I don't know. I just hope they do something new. As much as I do like their older stuff, I also want to see something that we haven't seen before. Like again, like with this single, and it being the opener as well. Like it sounds, again, like very generic. I'm hoping that this takes us through like a story Like I know, I feel like I haven't looked into most of like the lore behind like the Deftones songs, like obviously how they were made, sure. But like if there's actually like a storyline, like I feel like the most I've ever been invested in like the story behind a Deftones song was Digital Bath. I feel like they did a really cool concept with that. I want to
I
see
just
some,
found out what that song was about like the
yeah,
other
yeah, I told
day.
that. I want to see some storytelling. I feel like that's something I want to see on this album for
Yeah.
sure. And I think I think that's why I'm so confused about like the album cover and everything. I'm like, what story is this trying to tell? And the single didn't really, I don't know, at least I didn't really get anything with that. So I want to see something building here with this album for sure.
what story does the barn owl on Diamond Eyes tell?
Well, so my thing is, well, I think to me, most Deftones albums, like the art and with the music, it more is just creating an aesthetic and like an atmosphere together. But like I see what she means in the way that I think, yeah, I don't, as far as I know, there's hasn't been a Deftones concept album or an album where they tell one through line story or anything like that. It's where it's mostly been they have the atmosphere and then they write songs under that atmosphere and that aesthetic. That would be good. I would really like that if they did something. If they did that, I would have a lot of respect for that because they've never done that before. Two interesting things.
What's Digital Bath about?
So I mean, last I heard, it was about, and I mean, you can kind of tell with the lyrics as well. It was about, I don't know if he took inspiration from something or he just came up with this story himself, but Chino had written it about, I guess, like murdering this woman, and she's like in the bath and he throws like a toaster in there or some shit. That's why it's called Digital Bath.
It was I think it was a dream he had. I thought.
Dream, okay.
Yes,
Wow.
yes, something like that where it was really vivid and he didn't like that he had it.
I'm so tired of metal bands writing about killing women.
Yeah.
Like, it seems to be this weird trope, especially with like new metal, to where they'll have like a bunch of songs about how they're so sad and my life sucks, and then like Slipknot has Purity. Like we got this normal track list. It's Purity, and there's another one where it's written from the perspective of a guy keeping a woman captive. Once is fine. You didn't need to write about that 2 times. And then on the next album, Iowa, the last song is about necrophilia. What the fuck, guys? And then, I don't know. It's just something I notice.
I just don't like when it feels deprived.
Like,
you know what I mean? I like if you're gonna write about it, because I mean, how many times has Stephen King wrote about? I don't know.
I feel like
But-
Stephen King has like a pretty wide array of things to write about. He just wrote about one thing he shouldn't have, and it fucked his whole life up.
I understand. I'm saying an author not necessarily shouldn't be able to cover certain topics. To me, it depends. Digital Bath, for example, I have no problem with it because that feels like, again, it doesn't come off to me like, okay, Vulvodynia. Vulvodynia, that fucking one song came off to me like it was like murdering and hurting a woman and liking it in like a gross, like, ugh, I like it. But at least that's the way the song came off. I don't know. But like Deftones came off in like a way. Digital Bath came off in a different way, in an artsy way.
Yeah.
And you know what? If murdering women is better artsy, then so be it. I'm joking. Can't cut that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't understand. That's just my opinion.
I don't know. I think with death metal specifically, it's a really like weird and interesting thing. Like, Cannibal Corpse is one band where like some of their albums are mostly like about killing people and women, right? It doesn't feel right. I think I speak mostly in reference to Chris Barnes, where it's like
Specifically Chris Barnes.
It's Cannibal Corpse. They're gonna talk about that stuff. It's a death metal band, but when Chris Barnes was doing it, it felt like charged. Like he was angry about women, and it bled into the music. Whereas when Cannibal or George Fisher is doing it, he's still describing like gore and violence, and sometimes it's against women, but it seems mostly in this like nihilistic, objectless, just anger about everything kind of way.
He comes blood.
Yeah, it doesn't really. That was Barnes.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
I thought two of the mutilated. Whatever.
Whatever.
It just feels
My
like
bad.
like Chris Barnes. Like every single album or every single song off of The Bleeding seems to be about doing something terrible to a woman, and it's like, dude,
I agree.
what the fuck? Why
I
would you
agree.
do that? Why would you write a whole album about this? I don't know. Talk about like stabbing a guy or something every once in a while.
Right.
But
Here's
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. You, whatever. Here's my Deftones bingo. There's going to be one song that's really gay, and everyone's going to like it. It's going to be the new Deftones hit.
I hope so.
I hope
Yeah,
so.
Oh
I
my
really
god,
hope
can we get
so.
a Tyler the Creator Chino arc where he comes out as gay through the music?
What
I would love that.
What
Come
are we
on.
talking?
He's got a wife and kids.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
Yeah,
got ship
well, that
sailed.
didn't stop plenty of people. You ever
You're
seen
right.
Brokeback Mountain?
Yes.
Have you seen Brokeback Mountain?
Yeah, I've seen Brokeback Mountain.
I'm not
Sorry.
judging. I just didn't know you saw it.
Kim showed it to me, and it was the greatest movie I've ever seen.
I'm sure I've heard it's
Also
good.
recent,
Jesus
though.
Christ.
I think
That
about
scared
movie.
the shit out of me.
I'm sorry, Tristan. I need to stop yelling. Do you guys know when I do that thing where I just kind of yell to scare people?
No.
Mm.
I just thought you would yell
I
to
think
yell.
you did it to me like once
I-
or twice.
Kim keeps on trying to do it to me, and I looked it
Oh,
up
that's cute.
because I don't. It doesn't work at all. No. And I looked it up as to why like certain people don't have good startle responses, and it said that I'm a psychopath.
Yeah.
It said that there was like something fundamentally wrong with my brain. So
I feel like I've scared you before.
Yeah.
I feel like I
Do
remember.
you have a
circumstance.
guilty conscience?
no, I think what it maybe is my amygdala's fucked up or something. The amygdala, I think, is the part of your brain that like. I can't remember what other part of the brain it is. It might be the thalamus. I think the amygdala might be the thing that like intakes information. There's a part of the brain that intakes information, and before it gets sent anywhere, it gets sent to this part of your brain that determines whether or not this thing is a threat. And then it goes to your like frontal cortex and your other parts of your brain for like analysis. I think that part of my brain that identifies danger is like fucked.
You did too many flips off of railings, and you broke your
Could be
amygdala
so.
brain.
Like every time I've been into a car accident or like an almost one, I don't feel anything. We're just like, damn,
Oh shit.
chat. Is this shit is ridiculous?
I
guys.
really think you should see a brain doctor.
brain surgeon.
Probably.
Probably
Yeah.
should.
I mean,
This
Oh,
is gonna
we are-
age really poorly if in 10 years it finds out that your brain's like split in two, and you just that's gonna suck.
you know, if you get it removed when you're young enough, you can survive with that one half of your brain.
That's cool.
You
I
might
guess.
limp, but
I think you're lying. I think
no.
you're
There's a
just
case
lying
study
to-
of this little girl who there's something in the middle of your brain that connects the two parts, and hers was fucked. She kept having seizures. She was gonna die from it. So they had to remove half of her brain, but she was young enough to where her brain was it still maintained enough plasticity to where she mostly just suffered from like physical things like a limp and some other stuff,
Oh,
but she survived and she lived.
was she like?
I think she was pretty cognitively normal.
Okay.
I
That's
could
pretty
be
cool.
wrong, but I don't know. The brain's an interesting thing.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Any
more
Deftones
you know.
new album, we hope it's good, but this one was kind of mid to me. 6. I would enjoy it. I did enjoy it, but not as much as I wanted to.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
I'll tag Amara's music again, even though I did that the last episode.
He just did it wrong.
I didn't
Yeah.
do it wrong. I did it good. You didn't even watch it, so fuck you. Come to our show on the 8th if we release this before then.
We won't. I'm only saying that because last time he did it in one day to spite me. So now he's gonna do it again to spite me, and now we're gonna have content. This is what I need to do in order to make him make things.
Whatever.
I just rage baited you. Good. I just did it. I didn't
Oh
even
my
realize I did it. High five.
goodness.
High five. Boom. Boom. Fuck you.
your favorite band sucks.
You.
All right, chat.
All
This
right.
episode is over. Trenton's rage baiting. He's on his dumb shit.
Tool's awesome. Just can't wait for the Tool tier ranking. It's coming next time, probably, maybe, if Ashton does his job.